Morning, everyone. We're back on Wola Zabierzowska for episode number 7. Believe it or not, we're flying through them because this series really draws you in. You want to keep playing it. Nothing much has happened really. We've moved on. We just got a second-hand John Deere weight. Just done a repair in it, a bit of dirt in it after bringing it down from the store. Cultivation contract is all that seems to be there. So it's just getting stuff ready around the yard. We're going to try this Dyer. Let's see, is it still, just that one cultivation contract is all that's there at the moment. We could be low on contracts. Animals should be okay. I didn't even bother looking, but they should have plenty of food and water. Absolutely, yeah. Hardly use that at all. Health is 100%. So, we're just going to go and do that contract. There's nothing much else we can do. As I said, it could be moving through these months pretty quick. That contract is completed. How's that? Didn't even move. Bug in the game. Okay. Must be because I put it on the other tractor. So we were going to do it. The will was there. It's a bit like the one the other day that didn't give us our money for the sowing contract. So, yeah, it is what it is. We'll leave it at that. There's one contract done, down, out of the way. Whether we're going to have anything else, I don't know. Second-hand market. I had a quick look through. That's where I found the weight. Trailer. I keep looking at that saying, do I need a trailer, a big trailer? Not really. We have our straw trailer for picking up, but if we could do it if we could use it for something else, but we're not really going to need it yet anyway. It's 13,000. We haven't got a round baler. We don't need that. We have our Bowser. There's nothing there. Dominator. We need a combine this summer, and with one in the market. Should we jump on a mini hours on 32? We leave it. We'll see if anything else comes up. We don't need tractors. We don't need anything else is there. I did load the Farmer's Brew mods. Whether we do tea or not now is another thing. There's nothing there. That trailer's actually nice. That would be a better bet than buying that. It's 32,000 litres. That would be a better buy down the road, but that'll be still there anyway. We leave that there for now. One thing. We move forward, and the red tape mod, there's loads of schemes, which we are not doing. Are we doing that? Yeah, the only one took us a tractor demo, which I won't be using it, but it's just in case something good does come up. Reduced bed wrapping, natural grazing, fertilizer, natural fertilizer, crop promotion. What this does is it gives you this harvester for green beans for free, and you get paid a bonus if you do. We're not doing it. Avoiding mowing during spring. No, we won't be doing it. When I complete the challenge, if I'm continuing on to do my other bits, I will do some of these, but for the time being, I'm not doing any of them. They do give you income, and that's why I'm not doing them. So we have nothing to do from the looks of it. There is nothing at all there, only I'm back on that again. How did I know I done this the other day. There we go. Deadwood and wood transport. To be honest with you, I'm not doing any of these. So we're just going to hope something else comes up. It's as simple as that. There's nothing we can do. So, leave it there for the moment. I'll bring it back in once a bit of time has passed if we have a contract to do. And we'll have a look at it then. Okay, I had to jump forward to January the 2nd. It's starting to snow. But we do have 2 contracts. We have a ploughing contract and a cultivation contract. Cultivation is in 159. This time it didn't disappear. And then the ploughing contract, money-wise, they're fairly decent, 8,002. So we'll only have made 12,000 in January. By the time these are done, that's it. There's nothing we can do about it. I kind of know we're probably going to experience the same next month. This is down. We'll go down the back road, down to the forest. Yeah, I'm going to just try out this tractor with the cultivator, see what it's like. Give it a whirl. And that's what I said to you, the end of the last episode. I thought all I was going to be doing at the start of this was doing the 6 contracts and bang into March, where we'll be doing our own work. Animals weren't going to eat, and they're only babies. There's only 50 of them. There's plenty of hay, water, everything. So there's not an awful lot going to come up. There's going to be no mowing contracts or anything like that now until March. Watch where it's going. That wouldn't happen. I just am curious as to how this goes. Seeing what was happening with the John Deere, so we'll just give this a whirl. Yeah, the John Deere it gave me for a demo is only 130 horsepower. It's a real small tractor. I won't be using it. It's literally parked at the dealership, and I'll leave it there. It's just if anything else comes up that's of value to use, well, then I will try it out. It's not like console players, I think, have access to the red tape mod. I'm not too sure. Maybe not. But there's no real gains from it. Like, I have my 2 tractors. It's not like I'm getting a financial gain from it. I'm not. It just gives you a chance to try out something new. Be a different thing. Like, if I accepted all the schemes, like knowing that I'm not going to be doing a lot of the stuff and I could gain from that would be a different ball game altogether. And that's what I said, I won't be doing that until the actual challenge is done and dusted. So we're going to give this a whirl on this field and see how it goes in comparison with the John Deere. It's powerful enough to pull this. It could just be a configuration issue with the John Deere and the cultivator on the back of it. Just 2 mods, put them together and they don't exactly like each other. I suppose that's one way of describing it. I brought you in to show you how good I am at crashing into trees. And you see, I'm probably one of the best in the world. You should see what goes on when you're not watching me. Anyway, we're going to knock this one out and then get the Ploughing contract done. And then it'll be a quick jump forward into February. So I will actually talk to you when I'm in February, because there's going to be nothing else after these 2 contracts. And we've gone through them before, so there's no point in me showing you me doing them again. So I'll talk to you in February. Well, this is my type of field for using this plough. Really straight and really long. That other tractor worked very well on the cultivator. Now, wasn't it now, okay, it's a flatter field. It wasn't doing any stop-start kind of motions that I was getting out of the John Deere. So, yeah, look, John Deere, there's nothing wrong with this. It's okay. It's okay. But, yeah, nothing else. I'll probably just try it on that, because it might be cultivation. It might be what I might get on next month as well. I'm ploughing, of course, getting ready for the new season. But anyway, this one here, as you can see on the map, that's completed. I'll collect it. It's only 2.8. It's not like it was huge money on the map. This is very straight. So it's going to be really easy to do with this plough. I'll have to try and not fall asleep on the runs up and down, and stop looking at maps and stop looking at second-hand markets, and that's when I end up in the wrong fields and miles away in the hedge and things like that. So anyway, that's this is going to be it for this month, and we're going to move forward into February. So we'll have another 8,000, so we should be just 70,000 thereabouts when we move forward. And I will talk to you on the 1st of February, because I'm just going to work away at this. I'll sit back here and have a cup of tea. I'm going to sit back here and just enjoy this. I'm kind of surprised no stone picking contracts came up after the ploughing contracts are done, but if anything comes up now, I can't do it anyway, because I have my tree done for this month. So, okay, I'll just get this knocked out. I moved forward into the 2nd day of February. There was no contracts in the first one at all, and we literally have 1 ploughing contract on 154 at the moment. That's all there is. it's not worth buying a chainsaw to make €800. Would it be? No, that could be cost 1,000, so we make I don't know, 1,400. I don't know. I don't know how difficult they are to find. I'm not doing wood transport in the snow. It is actually snowing, so I'm just going to after me washing the John there and getting it all spruced up and all. We're going to head out and do that contract. And yeah, I have a sneaky feeling there might be nothing else. We might get our 3 contracts in. So 154 is over beside. Yeah, I'm going to go up around the main road. So cutting across. It's over beside the cow farm. And yeah, there is. Oh, yeah, this is what I want to show you because it flashed up. You do get schemes that come up from time to time in snow clearing, and it'll give you a salt spreader, and you have to drive around at 21 kilometers per hour on the roads that are covered in snow, and they actually pay you to do it. That's in the red tape mod. Not doing that either. There's a lot of stuff I'm not doing that I could be doing to make money, but however. Right, I'll get this ploughing done and we'll see if anything else comes up that's worthwhile doing. I might take a chance to buy a chainsaw and just do them. Okay, I'll make 1,400 out of it, so I suppose it's better than nothing. And then I'll have a chainsaw. Just when I thought there was no more contracts coming up, another ploughing one came up. I was almost finished the other one, so just going to get this done as well and then see how we are. That'll only be 2 contracts done this month anyway. And if it is that, that's it. Okay, we're back. The yard. Finished up that one. Nothing else there. I didn't actually realise I had a chainsaw, but I do. I just happened to pick one up to get rid of a couple of the small little bushes that were alongside the field because they trod the GPS out. Dirt, come on, Dirt. Why are you not disappearing? 36%. Here we go. 6% damage. Must actually repair this tractor. I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, snow hasn't disappeared yet. I'll just have a quick look now. See is there another contract. Then we're going to move forward. Leave that there after bashing it into the wall. Repair the tractor. Nothing else there. Okay, I'm going to accept that Deadwood one and do it. Let's collect these 2. So we only just barely made over 10 grand this month. Once this Deadwood is done. I haven't done any Deadwoods on this, so I don't know how hard or difficult they are to find. Where is that? That's across the fields. I'm going to run over. It's only over there. It's in those woods over there. Okay, I'll get this knocked out. We're going to move forward to March and then get going with our homework. Welcome to March, and let's see what this day has to offer. Good thing is we should be able to get some crops in the ground. Let's see. Yeah, stone picking contracts. I'm not even worrying about them. On my way to this menu. Alfalfa, barley, that's clover, cotton, field grass. No flax until next month. Oh God, I thought we could get the flax in this month. Not to worry. Grass, lavender, mustard, oats. Let's see, radish, onions, peas, poplar, potatoes, rye, spelt, sugar beet, sugar cane, triticale, wheat. Okay, right. Snow gone. Snow's gone. Yeah, snow's gone. Okay. Now has one more month to go before it's ready. And that has So we can cut this before we replant. Okay, so we can get hay off that field. That is good. And this one here, we could actually cut this now and then put in, where are we doing? How are we doing for winter wheat and barley? So if we put in winter wheat or barley, does that mean it's ready in August? It does, doesn't it? Same with the wheat. Okay, so maybe we're better off not putting the crop in this month. That's what I was thinking of doing. I thought March, yeah, loads of work to do. They're hardly eating and all. They haven't gone through 5,000 litres and less than 2,000 litres of water. They're doing fine. 50% on the way to have an offspring. That's kind of thrown me now. Let's see, contracts, what have we got? I was thinking we'd definitely be doing work. We don't have a hoe, so we're not doing that. We can. Well, there's no point in cutting that grass then until next month because you get double the yield off it. So it'll be a waste. This field's going to stay in grass. The other two are getting sown with a crop. Okay, give me a minute to think about this. I took on that big stone picking contract and I'm trying it with the Steyr. The John Deere is struggling a lot. Now, I don't know whether I need different tires, wider tires, maybe duals on the back. This it isn't struggling as much, but it does on the uphills. It's a little bit of a struggle. Not as bad as the John Deere, and this is only 155 horsepower. The John Deere is 175. Anyway, we'll continue on with what we have for now, until something else comes up that we can get going with. We don't have the money anyway. I'm kind of thinking, do I ditch the two of them and get one? Like sell the two tractors, get one good one. But like the John Deere was doing about 5 kilometers an hour going up this hill, so this is actually pulling better. It's less power, and then it's up to, like, I wasn't getting full speeds with 15 kilometers an hour. I was barely getting that coming up here with the John Deere. So obviously it's a bit of a difference between the two tractors. This is older. I think it's less hours on it, but it is an older tractor. It's showing us 44 months. So I don't know. We'll get through it. We'll get through it anyway. We'll have this contract to do. There is a couple of more stone picking contracts there. But I will probably, I was just going through them there to see what was there. I might just do 2 wrapping contracts just for the handiness of time wise and just getting through it. I could get more money if I done the likes of the stone picking contracts. I really could. I could make more money, but I want to get through I want to get into April and get our fields, our 2 grass fields cut that we're putting crops into those fields and get that done and dusted, and then I can concentrate on the 3rd grass field once that's done. So it's really just to get probably about 12 grand in contracts. I was going to forego it and just move forward, but no, 12 grand is 12 grand. Like, it brings us up quite a substantial chunk of money, so there's no point in just saying, let's not bother. Anyway, I'll continue on with this. I'll get it done. I'm just thinking that maybe might need to, I think I'm getting wheel slip rather than anything else. So maybe it's a case of just need duals or even weights on the back or wider tires. I had a quick look on a new Steyr, the same one, just to see in the market, and it was see the way it's sliding now. It was telling me that to upgrade the full power from what I have, which is 190 horsepower, and wide tires on the back is 23,000. Now, it might be worth it, but I don't know. We wait and see what else comes up in the second-hand market. It's struggling now going up this time. It didn't seem to be the last time, but now and ever. Look, we'll get through it. We'll get through it, and then we'll be moving on to get our own field done. Well, we got there in the end. Just finished now. Even though the contract was complete, I just picked up the last 2 rows. Get them off the field, and we'll load up the trailer. I don't know where all this will fit in. And sell the stones, and we move on and get something else done. So, yeah. I only realised a couple of minutes ago that I never turned the greenhouses back on. So I lost out on, because I'm running 2-day months, lost out in half a day. But it is what it is. Can't reverse the clock now and go back. Wasn't thinking. I was more concentrating on the fields, you see. I don't know how much is in this trailer. We'll find out now. It'll all fit in. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. Yeah, it did. Right. Yeah, where's our pad? It's back here. I'm going to get this back to the farm. I'm going to get rid of the stones, and then I'll have a look what are the 2 contracts we're going to do for the month before we move on to April, which gives us plenty of our own work to do. This is the biggest load of stones we had. I'm just going to sell them here. See what we get for them. Didn't even look at the price. Just offload them. See what we get. Now, are we still on the grind or no? Or not? Couple of £100 anyway. 350 to 53 and then 48 environmental scores. So £400 we got. That's alright. Better than nothing. Little bonus on top of the contract. Now back to the farm. Tell you what, before we do, let's collect the contract. 8,109. So we're just short of just shy of 90,000. Doing okay. Yeah, the field, our next field to buy, I didn't realise is the one beside us. 121, is it? 121 or 112? 112. It's the one beside us. And that came out as a random spin. I did put them in and randomly spin the fields that were left that have flax in them or had flax in them that we have to buy, and that one was the next one out. I don't think I'll have the money to buy it and get it sown this time before the crop, but you know what, if I can, I'll push it, and I will. I'll get there if I can. Greenhouses are back on, so we'll have a little bit of income from them as well. So we've 2 more contracts to do yet. Always meet loads of cars at this corner every single time. Now that's good. So there's our grass. That's the one field we don't own, and then there's the 2 we do own. So that first one is going into flax. I did notice them when I cut the grass, on the meadow grass on the side. It hasn't grown back. I wonder will it come back? Is it just that it didn't grow during the summer? Anyway, I'll get this back and then I'll have a look. I'll have to diesel it up and all. It's down on juice, and then we'll see what we're doing next. Well, I drove back to the yard to wash the tractor and driving straight back out again, past where I was. Yeah, believe it or not, 2 fields that I ploughed last month. I'm doing the stone picking contracts on them. They're worth 7,400 between the 2 of them. Or 6,400 between the 2. We have the equipment to do it, so that's all pure profit. Whereas if I decide to do the wrapping contracts, I lose 690 for having to take the equipment for one of them to actually get the wrapper, and I have to use that wrapper on the other one. So I'd only make it just, it would be under 4,000 I'd make. So there's no point. Like an extra 3,000 for the little bit of extra work. So 135 is the big field we ploughed up here, and 165 is a little bit hillier. It's around near the cow farm. But yeah, I think it's the best option. Get the money in. Like, I mean, it's going to push us close to 100,000. And yeah, that's what we want to be. If we get the money for that field, and we have still got our contracts to do next month, and there's something decent there, it's worth our while. Just to show you which field it is, beside our farm. That's the one we ploughed as well. They're both the ones we ploughed. Is this one here, 112, and it's just 100,233. So I thought they'd actually given us a field far away from our farm when I seen the number coming out because of the numbers on our other fields. I thought, oh well, it's not beside us, but it's strange the way they bunch the fields up in the different numbers, and it's just what happened, just the way they done it. I had a feeling this done more than 36 kilometers an hour when I seen it. The cruise control was set. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Going to get these done. And then we're going to push on through to next month. Finished off both stone picking contracts and just emptying the last of the stones in here. Yeah, the second one was pretty challenging because it started raining. It took a while to get through it. Tractor spinning. Wheels could do with jewels on it, I suppose, but I'm not doing that. 8 grand for that. At the moment, we're not going to do that now at the moment. Yeah, right, just before I drive back, I'm going to collect these 2 contracts. So 3.6 and 8.28. So that's puts up to 95. Okay, game plan has been hatched out for what we're going to do because we've everything done for this month. We're going to move forward into April 1st. We'll have our sowing to do as well as harvesting our grass for hay in our fields. So we've got quite a bit of work to do, but the first thing I think I'm going to do with that is I am going to get my contracts done for April, sell whatever products we have in the greenhouses, and if we hit that magic over 100,000, which I know we will, well then we're going to buy our next field, which is 112. We're going to buy that. Now hopefully it's not sown. It doesn't matter if it is because we're going to plough it in anyway, and so then we'll have 2 fields with flax in them, and we're going to put wheat or barley or in the other field or something like that, just so if we get chickens we have a feed and we have straw. That's the thinking behind that. So going to get these back. I'm going to get the stones sold and I'm going to move forward. I'll bring you back when we have a look and see what products we have from the greenhouses and what contracts there is we're going to do if we're going to have that money, which we should be okay. You know, we're heading into a period where there'll be very good contracts coming up anyway. Well, I'll get this back, get the stones sold, get that tractor back, and then I'll move forward. Okay, moving to April 1st. After having my snooze, let's see what this day brings us. And at least it's bright at 8. I was wondering whether it would be or not. Got everything back to the yard anyway. So, do we have anything? It doesn't look like there's any pallets yet from the greenhouses. Oh, we have garlic. Garlic? Yeah, we have garlic. And the other ones shouldn't be too far behind. No, they're not. They're not. Tomatoes are almost there. Strawberries. Lettuce a little bit further behind. Spring onions. Napa cabbage. Chili peppers nearly there. So, yeah, doing okay. We'll have something to sell pretty soon. Animals okay? Yes, they are. They're fine. And how many? Oh, 50% sexual maturities. They're moving forward. Oh, we're March 3rd. Ah, you know what? I moved the calendar up. And I did move the calendar back up to 3 days just in case I needed that extra time. Hey, we're going to sleep again. So, we're not actually in April yet. That's why I was wondering why we didn't have full pallets. That explains. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick 3 contracts and get them done and sell our product and see what we have then money-wise. I don't mind. The other stuff that's coming up is for the red tape mod, Which, honestly, I'm actually thinking of doing the schemes on it. Like, the only thing that's put me off is you can't do it on console. I was going to say, like, if other people could, if everyone else could do it, well and good. Because it's script, it won't allow people to do it on console. Okay, so we have product to sell. We're not going to get a good representation in the stock check because, well, we need to take out the 28,000 for the hay. We need to take out, we've nothing shown for seed, fertilizer, lime. Okay, so that's fine. It just shows on the other side the value of it if you had a selling point, but we don't. So take out the 28, so we've 37. So we've over 7,000. Take out the 28, sorry. So we've about 9,000 from the product we have there. I could be missing something else there as well that it's shown we have a value on. It's something sticking out through that shed. It's just when you're going past it, you can actually see. Sometimes you can see what's inside it through the doors. Okay, so 95. And let's see. Might be too early for contracts. Bale wrapping, Deadwood, fertilization, hoeing. We don't have a hoe. Stone picking, with another stone picking contract there. Field 41, which is right beside us. Rock removal. It's a long way up. Now I know you can get up there all right, and I wonder would the I think that the what you call it will fit in the back of that for removing the rocks. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the product sold first, which means I have to change this trailer back into flatbed bale trailer, and we get the product sold, we get the contracts done, and then we can concentrate on our grass customized bale, no charge, because we've already done it. Now, while I'm here, we're going to hit the gate. I wonder if there's anything been sown in that field yet. Let's check. We are on maximum, ready to harvest. This field's getting ploughed up, but we're going to get the hay off it, and the other one over there is getting ploughed up as well. Now, like, in all honesty, I could consider putting making silage beds and making more money, but that goes against the non-wrapping policy on the red tape mod, which I haven't actually selected anyway. I'll just go into that very quickly, just show you. On the schemes, reduce wrapping, winter cover crop, that'll come later in the year. It's only if you select the scheme, then you get paid for doing it. So I haven't. You will get penalised on the other ones here, which is a sheep pasture. It has a capacity of 812,000 square metres. I'm only using 90,000, so I'm not going to get to the limit on that by the time it's full. Or it'll be close enough because, it holds 500, so it would actually go over it. If when we 400 in, now I don't know where that changes when the animals are older. But I'll go through that with you. All these other ones aren't. The forestry is fine because we replanted trees. Crop rotation only comes into play next year. Animal bedding, if you have cows and you need to put straw in for their bedding, or any animals that need straw and you haven't got it, you get penalised if you haven't. If they run out of feed, you get penalised. Slurry, if you have too much slurry. If your slurry capacity is reaching capacity and runs the risk of overflowing if there's rain, then you get penalised on that. Animal conditions, of course, is down. Generally, the down to animals having everything, food and food, water, you name it, all the stuff, straw, the whole lot. And manure management, we've nowhere that stores manure at the moment. It will give you a higher allowance if I was to buy the cattle farm and there's a manure bunker on it that has, say, capacity of 1 million or whatever, it's going to increase the capacity you're allowed. But it still won't give you 1 million capacity you're allowed to store. It's to get you to use it. Just a brief description of how it works. Tax-wise, expenses, there you go. We've only got expensive, we've nothing else. Event logs, it'll go through everything with you. If it'll let you know your points were awarded or if they're deducted. Crop rotation is only grass in all the fields, so nothing else is going to show up in them. And grants is another thing you can do down the road when you reach a certain level. I think it is, you can actually apply for grants. Say if you're building a shed, you can apply for a grant to build a shed. It just adds another level of realism to the game. A lot of them won't have any bearing on the challenge. It really won't. Now, just trying to look and see what we have. Garlic at the supermarket, spring onions and strawberries. So I'm going to load them first. Okay, so they're all liftable pallets. So I'm going to just load them on as is. I'm going to put the 2 spring onions together, 2 garlic together. Because they are all liftable pallets. I could load them with the loader, but that'll take forever. Let's just be honest with you. If there were massive big pallets now of, whoa, where's that gone? Oh, that's gone into my storage. Okay, give me back my spring onion. Okay, got to remember, don't walk through the trigger. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best place to park the tractor. I was wondering where it disappeared. I did park the tractor down at the end the last time. Okay. So I'm going to get these sold. And then we will decide then on buying that other field. Okay, I'm going to move this tractor. What I'll do, I will start the engine would help. I'll bring it back when I have it loaded up and getting the gear sold. And I'll select whatever contracts are there then. And yeah, I'll run through it then. We'll definitely be buying that field before we get into doing all the work. I ended up having to drive this all the way up. My evil plan of using the platform on the back of the tractor didn't work. It wouldn't fit. It was ever so slightly too wide. So I've had to drive all the way. We're nearly there. It should come up on the screen now in a second. It was worthwhile doing this. I picked the stone picking contract and go and do that. We have the money to buy that field, which it's great. It's 100,000, so we'll have 4,000 left over plus these couple of contracts. So we're okay. We're not going to be broke, and yeah, we're going to get that done. So what I'll do, I know there's quite a few rocks to be broken on this, 26 in total it says, but I don't know how long that'll take, but it's $5,500 it's worth thereabouts. Let me see, yeah, 5.5 exactly. So it's worthwhile doing. Thankfully we won't have to drive back. We just complete the contract and then we're done. I've never had such a big amount of rocks to break on any rock breaking contract, and likewise 58 logs to move on wood transport. I've never had anything like that as well, so maybe they just have these couple of contracts upped a bit to have slightly more work you need to do to complete your task. Now hopefully when we get in out of the glare of the sun we can actually see where these are. It's very glary at the moment. Should be almost here. I'm going to run into a tree though. That's the only thing there. Red flags. Red flags mark the spot. Where are we? Okay. We need to turn on. Yeah, that's it. Need to lower it down. Very slow. Okay, so I have 26 to do. It's going to take a bit of time, but they're easy enough to find anyway. Now, where's the pile of stones? Because you usually get, I was actually sitting on it, you usually get caught up when you try to just drive forward. Okay, I'll knock these out and get started on the next contract and decide what the third one is then, and I'll bring it back in. Borrowed the equipment for the final contract, Hoeing contract, because I don't have it. I looking to see could I actually buy a hoe. Nothing in the second-hand market. There wasn't a lot of contracts there. The Hoeing contracts, there's loads of them, but we've done rock breaking, we've done stone picking, and this is going to be the final one of our contracts for this month. Whoa, keep forgetting how fast this tractor is. So we're in the JCB. I think it's the next field, is it? Or the one after? No, of course there's a crop in it. So it'll be the one after us. Critical. Yeah, there we go. Barely see the weeds in it, so stick the lines on. These go fairly quick. Oh, let's go up and do it ourselves. We give ourselves 3. Lower it down, lock her in, and off we go. Yeah, we're just gonna get this done now. Did I collect the money on the last one? I can't remember. I didn't know. Stone picking 2.7. There you go. So it's 3.8 on this. So it's fairly decent money. There was more. What should I say? Contracts would give me more money out there, but it was I can't remember what I was doing. I didn't want to do it anyway. There was another stone picking contract there for 2.8 or 2.6, something like that. I'm trying to just do a bit of variety rather than doing everything the same. It was a different thing last month when there was nothing else there, and I ended up doing all stone picking contracts for the 3 of them because we didn't have anything else. So it's kind of just to have a little bit of variety, and that poppy field is still sitting there withered from last year. I wonder will it get replanted. We have the money. We're well covered with money now to buy that field moving forward, but we'll have to do all the preps on it. There is a crop in it, I checked. There's green beans in it that's going to get ploughed in. So we'll have to do the whole works on it, plough, stone pick, lime, soil sampling, everything, the whole lot will have to be done on that. So we have that and our grass fields to cut, our 3 grass fields to cut, tether, windrow and bale and get off the fields before we do our 2 fields, which are going to go. One is going to become flax, all right, the field which was a flax field, which covers off one of our 6 fields. The other one we're going to buy will also cover off another one of our 6 fields. So that'll be 2 fields with the crop on the ground. The consideration for what we do with the other field, wheat or barley, it doesn't matter. I'm kind of thinking ahead to, we'll probably have chickens at some stage and just have the grain there to actually feed them. The flax gives you flax straw. You need the local spinnery for that because you can make things out of the flax straw. There's hats and bits and pieces. Hold on, let's just jump in here and I'll show you what there is. Local spinnery. Local spinnery. There you go. Flax straw gives you fabric and it also gives you rope. Was there not something else that the flax straw did on Sivakovo? No, there mustn't have been. That's what it was. You can make fabric out of it and rope. So we're going to have to get the spinnery to do that. So what I'm thinking, I did say I kind of want to have the productions. I don't need the production. I don't need the production to sell the barley or the wheat. It's only if that was my assigned field I would need to do a production with it. But I kind of want to do a production with it rather than just selling it. Now, I'll need a silo, so it'll be a cheap silo going down. I know the one is 20 grand. I think it's 20 grand. It's either 20 or or 30 grand. It's not the wooden ones. It looks more like a proper silo. So I don't mind storing the wheat or barley in that. The next thing would be to pick a location on the farm where I can put it. But moving forward anyway, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to store the barley for feeding hens or whatever, or store it for the possibility of it being part of a mix for pig feed. So moving forward, that's what I'm kind of looking at, a crop that can give us part of our food production for our pigs. So that'll be in the plans for what crop we're definitely putting in. Now I know there is 2 feed mixers that I've used in the past. I can't remember the recipes on them. I'll have to have a look again. Because they are slightly different. Some of them need corn, some sorghum, some soybeans. There's a couple of different recipes on them. So with that in mind, I'll have a look and decide which one I'm going to do. That's why these Hoeing contracts, like if I have one of these hoes on a tractor like this, you wouldn't do anything else but Hoeing contracts. And like, it's a good job we're only allowed to do 3. If you're allowed to keep working away, there's, how many is there there? There's a load of them there. Like there's, what, 6 of them, 7 of them still there. That you could just do Hoeing contracts. You wouldn't have to do anything else. But no, it's a good job. Like when we're limited to 3, I actually like that, because I think it kind of makes you then, gonna go up this one. Since we ran out, we're already on the bit that's already done. Come back down the next one and do the last one, and there might be a tiny bit up in that corner then to be done. So yeah, we started in April. We got through what we wanted to do to get that money in the bank with our production, or our products being sold and that, and our contracts. So we have 12 grand over. Take the money from this as well. So say we've nearly 15 grand left in the bank when we buy what'll be our second flax field. So yeah, we're sitting pretty. Now we don't have a combine harvester, so we're going to have to use the next couple of months to get a combine harvester. I really don't care if it's a very, very basic combine harvester that we start out with. It doesn't have to be the state of the art. It doesn't have to be a class or anything like that. There's a lot of cheaper combines that, okay, going to take a little bit longer to do the work, but you know what? It is what it is at the start. We're not going to have a big John Deere an R7 or anything like that starting out. And that was never going to be the intention with this. But yeah, no, it's going to be use what we have at the start, and that's it. Thought long and hard then about the problems I was having with the tractor last time, trying to do the contracts and wheel spin. The twin wheels will do the job there. 8 grand it is for both of them to put twin wheels on them. In dry conditions now with doing the stone picking, there was no problems whatsoever. It was only just in the wintry conditions where we were hitting the issues. So we'll address that moving forward. But anyway, yeah, that's that contract finished, and that's episode number 7 done, dusted. I'm not going to bring you forward to start cooking grass and start putting stuff in the fields. We've been long enough in this episode. There's no point in prolonging it any longer, except to say once again, if you're still here at the end, I really appreciate it. If you haven't banged the like button, please do. And if you're not subscribed, I really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. Ring the notification bell if you want to follow on this challenge, see what we're getting up to, just so you can see what approach we're going to take with the rest of it. And I'm just driving this back part of the way, and I'm going to walk the rest of the way back to my farm, collect the money, and park it up here. Thank you. It has been nice using a nice big JCB. And grass is all ready. Yeah, all ready. And you know what the annoying thing is, I didn't re-fertilise these 2 fields. They're still okay in places. There's still pretty decent yield on them. This will have much better yield. Yeah. But I thought they were going to be ploughed up before I actually got to cut them. So all that's left for me to do now is just collect that contract. What's our balance? 115,602. So fairly decent. And yeah, we're sitting pretty as we get to cutting our grass and we get to getting our fields sowed and getting our crops in. So until next time, for me, all that's left for me to do is to say goodbye for now. Until then, and I hope you come back and join me for the next episode on Wola Zabierzowska in Poland for the Triple Threat Challenge by Zort Farming. Until next time, all that's left is to say goodbye for now. Bye bye.